Psychological strategies to overcome fear. Fear is a universal human experience that serves as a warning mechanism, alerting us to potential dangers and prompting us to take action to ensure our safety. While fear is essential for survival, it can sometimes become overwhelming or irrational, affecting our ability to function in everyday life. When fear becomes chronic or disproportionate to the actual threat, it can severely limit personal growth, happiness, and overall well-being. Fortunately, psychology offers numerous strategies that help individuals confront and manage their fears effectively. Cognitive restructuring is a foundational technique in the realm of psychological interventions for fear and anxiety. Fear often originates from irrational or distorted thoughts, catastrophizing, overgeneralization, or black and white thinking that amplify the perception of threat. For instance, someone who fears public speaking might think, if I make a mistake, everyone will laugh at me and I will be humiliated forever. Cognitive restructuring helps individuals identify such unhelpful thoughts and actively challenge them. They learn to replace these with balanced and realistic statements, such as mistakes happen to everyone and most people are understanding. This shift in thinking reduces anxiety and helps the person approach feared situations with a calmer, more rational mindset. Exposure therapy is widely regarded as one of the most effective ways to reduce fear, especially when dealing with phobias or specific anxieties. This approach is based on the principle of habituation, the idea that repeated exposure to a feared stimulus will eventually reduce the fear response. The process is gradual and carefully controlled, starting with less intimidating encounters and progressively moving towards more challenging ones. For example, someone afraid of dogs might first look at pictures of dogs, then watch videos, visit a park where dogs are present, and finally interact with a calm dog under supervision. This method helps break the cycle of avoidance, which often reinforces fear. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques offer powerful tools for managing the physical and emotional symptoms of fear. Fear triggers the body's fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones like adrenaline or cortisol, which prepare the body to react to danger but also cause uncomfortable symptoms such as rapid heartbeat, sweating, and muscle tension. Mindfulness encourages individuals to pay non-judgmental attention to their present experience, including these bodily sensations, without trying to avoid or suppress them. Practices such as deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, guided meditation, and body scans can calm the nervous system and reduce the intensity of fear response. Building emotional resilience is essential for long-term management of anxiety and fear. Resilience refers to the ability to adapt positively in the face of adversity, stress, or trauma. It's not a fixed trait, but a skill that can be developed through intentional effort. Resilient individuals tend to maintain optimism, manage stress well, and bounce back quickly from setbacks. Psychological strategies to enhance resilience include practicing gratitude, developing problem-solving skills, maintaining strong social connections, and engaging in regular physical activity. When it comes to fear, resilience allows people to view frightening situations as temporary challenges rather than insurmountable threats. Visualization and mental rehearsal are cognitive behavioral tools that leverage the brain's ability to stimulate experiences. Athletes, actors, and public speakers frequently use visualization to prepare for high-pressure situations by mentally rehearsing success. Similarly, individuals dealing with fear can benefit by vividly imagining themselves confronting their fears calmly and effectively. For example, someone with social anxiety might picture themselves entering a room, greeting people confidently, and engaging in conversation without panic. This mental practice helps familiarize the brain with the feared situation, reducing anxiety when the actual event occurs. Breaking down fears into small, manageable steps is an effective behavioral strategy to reduce overwhelming feelings. Fear often appears insurmountable because individuals focus on the entire challenge rather than the process. By setting incremental goals, people can experience gradual successes that build momentum and confidence. For example, someone afraid of flying might start by researching airplanes, then visit an airport, followed by sitting in a stationary plane and eventually taking a short flight. This step-by-step approach, often called graded exposure, helps desensitize the person to the feared object or situation while minimizing anxiety. Social support is a crucial component of psychological health and can significantly ease the burden of fear. Sharing fears with trusted friends, family members, or support groups provides emotional relief and a sense of validation. It also helps individuals realize they are not alone and that others have faced similar challenges. Supportive relationships offer encouragement, advice, and sometimes practical assistance in confronting fears. Furthermore, social connection has been shown to reduce stress hormones and promote positive emotions, which can buffer against the paralyzing effects of fear. For individuals struggling with persistent or severe fears, professional therapy is often necessary. Cognitive behavioral therapy is among the most effective evidence-based treatments for anxiety and phobias. A therapist trained in CBT works collaboratively with the individual to identify fear triggers, challenge irrational beliefs, and develop coping strategies. Techniques such as exposure therapy, relaxation training, and cognitive restructuring are often integrated into CBT sessions. Additionally, therapists can help clients address underlying issues such as trauma, low self-esteem, or perfectionism that may contribute to fear. Cultivating a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, is a psychological strategy that helps reframe the experience of fear. People with a growth mindset see challenges and failures as opportunities for learning and improvement rather than threats to their identity or self-worth. When faced with fear, a growth-minded individual is more likely to persist and experiment with new approaches instead of retreating in avoidance. This mindset reduces the stigma and self-criticism often associated with fear, encouraging a more compassionate and proactive approach. Self-compassion, or treating oneself with kindness and understanding in the face of difficulties, is a powerful antidote to fear-induced self-judgment and shame. Fear can often trigger harsh internal criticism. Thoughts like, "I shouldn't be scared," or "I'm weak for feeling this way," which only intensify anxiety and reduce motivation to face fears. By practicing self-compassion, individuals learn to acknowledge their fear without judgment and recognize it as a natural part of the human experience. This supportive inner dialogue fosters emotional healing and reduces the suffering associated with fear. In conclusion, fear is a natural and necessary emotion that becomes problematic when it's excessive or irrational, and psychological strategies offer comprehensive tools to understand, manage, and ultimately overcome fear.